This is the summary created from the video. Cloud Computing Demo Microsoft Azure. Azure's free login system allows experiencing how commercial cloud platforms work. Through a simple Python web app demo, you'll see how to develop scalable Azure applications. To access the Azure portal, you need to log in with your username and password credentials. Existing users can use their existing logins, while new users must create a new account and authenticate through Microsoft's sign-in page. Now that we are in the Azure dashboard, it's time to launch the Azure Cloud Shell Terminal, which will allow us to develop our Python web application locally. We will start by cloning an existing Hello World project from GitHub using the git clone command. After navigating to the project folder, we can view the contents, including the main.python file containing the code. The Hello World code is written using Flask, a Python library that provides a microframework. To run this web application locally, we need to install Flask and access it through localhost 5000. With the Hello World application running successfully, we are ready to deploy it to the Microsoft Azure portal for hosting as a web application. Before deploying, we need to set a deployment user for secure FTP and local IIS access to our Azure web app. This is done using this web app deployment user set command. Next, we will create a resource group, which acts as a logical container for deploying and managing our Azure resources. This group create command allows us to specify the resource group name and location. To host our code, we need to create an app service plan that determines the location size and web server features. The as app service plan create command sets up this plan for code deployment. With the app service plan ready, we can now create the actual web application on Azure using this web app create command. Visiting the provided URL will display our web page. Since our code is Python-based, we need to configure the appropriate Python version for our Azure web using the web app config set Python version command. This ensures our app runs smoothly on Azure's platform. To enable continuous deployment, we will configure local Git deployment for our app service. This allows us to push updates directly from our local repository to Azure. With Git deployment set up, we can add the Azure remote to our local repository using git remote add Azure and then push our master branch to Azure with git push Azure master. After authentication, our web application will be deployed to Azure. To see the changes, we can modify the code locally, commit the updates, and push them to the Azure remote repository. And there you have it. We have successfully demonstrated developing a Python web app locally, configuring it for Azure deployment, and updating it seamlessly through Git integration, all within the Microsoft Azure ecosystem. Please stay tuned for more summary videos.